Hi everybody. I wanted to do a little card tutorial for you guys using one of my new stamped images. This is from the Greeting Farms Rain, Snow, Shine set, and this is Rain, obviously. And I think she came out really cute. I'm really happy with the way she came out. Let me turn this other light on, see if that helps. Okay. So yeah, I colored her in with my Prismacolor pencils, and then I wanted it to look like it was raining with some glitter, and so I decided to go ahead and try this diamond dust that I just got. This is not glitter. I thought it was when I bought it, but it's not. It's actually little glass particles, and I think it's pretty cool stuff, but it's just not quite as fine as glitter, so this rain ends up looking a little bit more like snow because it's so thick. But I think it still came out pretty cute, so I decided to leave it. And then I added just a tiny bit of glitter here on her jacket. I don't know if you can see that, but just to give it a little something else. So I did that, and then I just matted it on some blue paper that kind of matched, and so there she is, and we're going to make a card with her today. So I wanted to make an easel card or pedestal card, whatever you want to call it. So if you guys have never seen those, excuse me, I'm going to kind of show you how I made it. So what you want to do is get a piece of paper, or cardstock preferably, that is 11 inches long by 4 1/4 inches wide. Now this is to make one that's about the size of a standard size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So if you want a different size card, you would obviously change your width and things like that. So this one will be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 when it's all folded up. So it's 11 inches by 4 1/4, and you score it excuse me, at 2 3/4 and at 5 1/2. And then what you'll do is you'll kind of fold it and make like this little tent looking thing. And then you'll cut another piece that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that'll be your card front. And I actually embossed the part of it with my Tiny Bubbles embossing folder. I just got this folder and I really wanted to use it, and I think it's really cute. So and then you will just adhere that onto there, just like that. Hopefully you guys can see. So it'll kind of stand up, and then it'll fold flat so you can send it in an envelope. But before I adhere that together, I'm going to go ahead and do all of my decorating on this that I want. So I cut this little piece of paper. This is from the, what is it, Salt Air collection from Cosmo Cricket, and I really liked the yellow and blue together, so I want to adhere that down. But before I do, I want to add a little bit of embroidery floss to it. Well, maybe I'll do it after. I don't know, we'll see. And this is gray embroidery floss here that I'm using. And let me get my scissors here. Okay. Oops. I'm just going to tie a little bow. Oops. And it doesn't really matter where it's at right now because I'm going to move it around if I need to here in a minute. I want to spread these out a little bit more. Now, I cut it a little bit too short to make a bow, so I'm just going to make a little knot bow, just like that, and I will kind of move that over a little bit. Okay, so that's how I want it, just like that, really cute. And now I'll go ahead and adhere this down to this piece. So I'm going to get my ATG. Oops. Sorry guys. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of put that down here. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay, right about there. Okay, just like that. So there's that. And then I'm going to put our little Anya girl right here. But before I do that, I have a tendency of putting things together, especially my colored image. I'll put it on there and then I go to stamp my sentiment, and sometimes I get ink where it's not supposed to be. So I've learned to wait and put my image on at the very, very last. So I'm going to be using a couple sentiments from the Amy R. Spring Sentiments set. We're going to be using this little Under the Weather and then this Get Well Soon on the kind of on the inside-ish, I guess. So I'm going to kind of place her where I want her. I've got my little sentiment here. And I like to use my Stamp-A-Majig when I'm stamping just straight on the card like this. So that's what I'm going to do. So a Stamp-A-Majig, for those of you who may not know, is this little paper. Now I already used this for another part of this card, so it is a little dirty, and then it's this little, kind of like a T-square little thing. And what you do is you put your sentiment or whatever you're stamping on your block right where you want it. Now I'm actually going to move this up to the top corner of the block. You don't have to do that, you can do it wherever, but I'm going to move it up there. Okay, you're going to ink it up and you're going to line this up right with the corner here. Okay, ink up your stamp and place it right there in the corner and go straight down and straight up. Now it doesn't matter that there's, as you can see, there's like a little bit of a little part of ink right there, and that's because part of my stamp got inked up where I didn't want it to. So it's a good thing that I used that because I wouldn't have known that. Okay, so you cannot move this once you've got it there. You want to keep it there. Okay, I'm going to put this here, and I need to decide where exactly I want it, so I'm just going to I think I want it right there. Okay, so that's where I'm going to put it, and you're going to get your little T-square thing there again. You're going to set it there, make sure everything's lined up. Do not move it, and do not move your card. If it moves, you need to reposition it just to make sure you get it perfect. Okay, now I just inked up that and I got ink all over where I don't want it, so I'm going to clean it off really quick and be a little more careful this time. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly ink that up, make sure there's no ink where I don't want it, put it there, go straight down, straight up, and there you have a perfect positioned stamp. That's exactly where I wanted it. Okay, so that's all done. I'm done with that for now. And I'm going to pop her up on some pop dots. So let me just, or I guess it's foam tape is what it is. So I'm going to do that really quick. Last little piece here. Oops. Alright, take the backing off. Okie dokie. So there's that. And then I'm just going to kind of Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so there is the front of the card. I think it came out really, really cute. And now we're going to work on the inside of the card. So one thing that we need to do, this is going to be standing up like this. In order to make it stay standing, you do need something here to make it stand up. So this is actually where you would put like your sentiment on the inside of the card, or your little message. So I'm going to get a little piece of coordinating blue paper. Now I've actually already cut it down. This is 4 inches wide, and I actually went ahead and stamped just the outline of this little stamp right here, and I added a little bit of bling to her buttons just to give her something extra. So I'm going to also stamp our other sentiment, which is get well soon. I don't think I need to use my Stamp-A-Majig for this because it's a pretty small stamp, and I don't think I need to. I'm sorry. Okay, and then I'm right up here. I'm going to do get well soon. Oops, I did do it a little bit crooked, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so that's the inside, and we're going to need to pop that up as well so that it sticks up, so that it'll hold the card up upright. Okay, so just really quick, I'm going to do this. Just like that. Okie dokie. And then you want to kind of decide, actually before I put that on, I'm going to go ahead and adhere the front of the card to this really quick. That way that dimensional piece isn't in my way. And I'm trying to do this. Oops. Okay. So you just want to put adhesive right there on that bottom little section there. And you're just going to line up the corners just like that. Okay. And there it folds up just like that. Then we'll go ahead and put this down. And you want to kind of decide how much you want it to stand up. I'm just gonna stick it right there so it'll stand up just like that. Okay, so there is the card for today, and I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope you guys will try out this technique with your cards just to kind of do something a little bit different. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later. Bye!